What's going on there, folks? All right, we're going to do a little video here on some new tools that are coming out. Um, Obviously, I just talked about the belt sander. I posted a video on the Tool Boss YouTube channel and some specs and stuff on Instagram. Um, but obviously, I haven't been too active. Like I said, baseball has kind of really taken over a big chunk of my time and life. But anyway, this is an important tool here, or an important accessory. Okay. This is something I knew about. Okay. Probably 2.5 years ago. I knew this was coming out when the, new, whatever, 72 volt, Milwaukee MX stuff was coming out. That was not going to work for a lot of people. And I think Milwaukee, once they kind of started making these tools, I don't know if they could have put the brakes on it. I don't know how much money was invested. And to this day, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's going to survive or not. But they knew they weren't going to get the people who invested in the DeWalt power station. Now, again, I couldn't say a word about this because, you got to be very tight-lipped with Milwaukee or to get a little cranky. All right. So now, obviously, I didn't know what it was going to look like, but from what I heard, it was going to pretty much have the same exact specs from the DeWalt power station. All right. Now, again, then this was like 2.5 years ago. Now, again, the power station has been out for like 5 freaking years, and who's ever in a tool platform um, that has a bigger, inverter, um, power station has the DeWalt. Now, obviously, it's 5 years. It's kind of smart, as we know, just what I just told you about the belt sander. If you follow the Tool Boss YouTube channel, and I posted some specs on Instagram, but they're always going to be last to the ball game, Milwaukee. Now, some people say that's a good thing. Some people say it's a bad thing. You can, you know, say what you want. All right. But yeah, this has been long due. So again, the people that maybe had DeWalt power station, again, 5, 6 years old, maybe they're, and the price of it, I did deals on that DeWalt power station, if you guys remember. It was like and it was a while. They've had 2 or 3 deals on Amazon where you could have got it bare bones, obviously no batteries, for $199. All right, I know a lot of guys bought it for $199. I know a lot of you guys bought a second one for $199. All right, but it's gone up in price. All right, so just by looking at this new Milwaukee, aka Power Station, I believe they're calling it the Carry On. Um, I don't know, inverter generator or whatever they're going to call it. But obviously, it's a more compact size. All right, than the DeWalt. It's kind of like their MX version, but again, obviously, even looks a little bit better than that. And you really have, again, more versatility with this one than even that MX. Now, again, I know I'm going to get this question a lot. I do not know the price. Okay, if you know the price, you can put it underneath the video. But like I said, I knew about this a while ago, and I was gonna kind of and I did lead and mention it a few times that Milwaukee, without saying it, I never posted about it, but I did mention it in a few videos that this would be coming out. But I don't, the people that I met at Milwaukee are great, but they're a big company. They got to protect themselves and everything. So they wanted to keep this quiet. So, but compared to the DeWalt, and you got a nice roll cage on this. With the DeWalt, you kind of do too, but not really all of it is protected. And again, this is really, I could tell you straight off the bat. Now, again, we talked about the price, right? Uh, 199 at Amazon was amazing, obviously, and especially now where a lot of these components are a lot more money, they're harder to get. All right, and obviously that dual power station went up as well, but this is going to be more money than the dual power station. I would bet money, but again, I'm sure people maybe on Instagram know the price of it. I personally don't and get that far into it, but a clear advantage with this, with the dual power station, you got two 120s compared to the one with the DeWalt power station. We'll go over specs in a second. And it looks like you also have a three-prong um, twist outlet, all right? Which is, again, makes this a big boy. If you can I don't know if this is going to be a inverter that you can kind of maybe connect to another one, and a set of 3600. Actually, what does this? Let's just go. And obviously, you got looks like a USB, which the DeWalt power station don't have. You got this kind of nice display right here. You got your on and off button. Obviously, just like the DeWalt, you have to use 4 batteries. Now, I don't know if this is like the DeWalt where you get, the Ego, right? If you're familiar with the Ego, whatever, the Genesis thing, it'll run on 2, but you won't get 3,000 watts, whatever they say. You only get, I think, 1,500. But if you had a third, you'll get 3,000. And obviously, if you put a 4th battery on, you're kind of at max. But I'm not sure if this will run on 2 batteries. If it'll run on 3, obviously the DeWalt power station, you have to have 4 batteries on it for it to work. Not really sure about that with this. And here is obviously your energy gauge of how much power is left on it. But again, let's go over to the specs. So the power source, any 4 M18 battery. So probably you're going to have to use, and again, obviously the Ego is a 56 volt power station or inverter, whatever. These are 18 volts. So, like the DeWalt, which did this 5-6 years ago. Now, I can't wait to see what hopefully DeWalt comes out with next. Because, Milwaukee's coming out with this 5-6 years. And obviously, when a tool comes out 5 or 6 years later, there's going to be pros to that tool. The newest thing is always the best thing. You always hear me say, right? So, will there be a Gen 2 version of the power station? We'll have to see. But obviously, if you're looking at one in the tool platform, again, maybe you were always in DeWalt and you had the power station, but you're watching me and you got a lot of Milwaukee kits and you got free batteries and you bought the 12 and an 8 came with it for free, and now you're loaded with Milwaukee batteries. Obviously this is a better inverter, a better power station, and that's spec wise. Again, I don't know if there's going to be issues. Obviously you have a pretty good warranty with Milwaukee as well. I would bet it's obviously it's Milwaukee. It's going to be awesome. But anyway, so you got 3,600 starting watts, just like the DeWalt, and 1,800 running watts. All right, 66 decibels, 28 pounds. I have to check and see what the DeWalt power station is. For some reason, I'm not thinking it's 30 pounds. Now, again, with batteries, it might be. I don't know how they're weighing this. The dimensions are 15 inches in length. Okay, I'm just going to round to the bottom. 12 inches in width and 13 inches in height. So, it's kind of a boxy inverter, your more typical type, right, of, the other brands out there. The wall really has a one-of-a-kind design to it, all right? And some people like it, some people don't. I don't see how, DeWalt needs to update that. All right, it's been really, they've been the only tool company to have something like that for the past 5-6 years. And Milwaukee takes time. Obviously, they wait till someone else comes out with something most of the time, and they'll their engineers will improve on that. Okay, so I think this is a great, for the person that was disappointed with the MX 72 volt. Again, I don't know what's going on with that platform. I think it's burning quicker than some of these rainforests in Brazil, but I can't be sure. I don't, but anyway, so that's the new M18 fuel carry-on power station, or whatever we're going to call it. All right, got some new batteries for the 12 volt. All right, and this is great. All right, we haven't really seen anything new battery-wise with the 12 volt stuff in a long time, since really the 6 amp hour came out probably 5 years ago. So now we have a 2.5 option, and obviously high output. So now we're starting to see the 12 volts get some, better cells, higher capacity cells in their 12 volt batteries, which is great. Some of these 12 volt tools now can really, use the extra power that these batteries are going to give to the tool. So you got a 2.5 amp hour CP compact. All right, here's your 5 amp hour high output. Got a little bit different look to it. All right. I think, yeah, here's the belt sander. Um, I'll have to, and guys, if you know the prices of any of this stuff, I don't really deal with Milwaukee too much anymore. Obviously, I still focus on them a lot, but I don't have access to a lot of this stuff, spec wise and price wise as I used to. So this is big. All right. So for the Milwaukee fan, the Milwaukee user out there, the new batteries, the high output batteries are great. I know a lot of people that are really just in Milwaukee's 12 volt. The 12 volt have plenty of power for them for what they're doing. Obviously plumbers, they don't really need a full-sized recip saw to cut through PVC and stuff. So, but whatever, you got some better options now if you are just in their 12 volt platform. But the power station is the big one. Again, if you can kind of connect this with another one, that would be great. And, obviously, if you can somehow connect solar panels to this, obviously the Ego Genesis just kind of updated their power station where you can hook up, solar panels. Now, I don't know, again, if this is going to be set up for that or not. Probably not. But again, this is probably a charger as well. All right. So it's going to probably charge your batteries. And obviously with the 12 amp hour battery, you're going to be able to put 4 of those suckers on here. And now we know DeWalt's coming out with a 15 amp hour if it didn't come out already. But like I said, I'm kind of getting back into it a little bit, but I got baseball is just really taking over. And, I had a lot of burnout, making videos every day for 6 years, guys, a month break, some of you guys have asked, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, it's going to take a couple more weeks. I got burnout, man, making videos every day. And, I'm just kind of sick of it, doing this for a while. I'm like, I'm just burned out. And a month turned into, 3 months, 4 months. I don't know. What is it? June. So, but we're going to start getting back into it. But really with important stuff and good deals that I hear about, new tools that are coming out. and hopefully we're going to get back to the reviews here real soon. But this is big for the Milwaukee fan. We'll catch you. Okay, guys? Peace.